The gaming monitor market is continuously growing, and it's becoming easier to find the ideal monitor for your needs. Depending on the games you play and your price range, you'll need a different monitor than someone else. Most gaming monitors have variable refresh rate support, low input lag, and a quick response time for a good gaming experience. However, what makes higher-end monitors better than cheaper ones is the included features, like Pbmiiprx 2.1 bandwidth for gaming on the PS5 or Xbox Series X. There are others with a higher refresh rate and lower resolution for more competitive sports gaming, so there's no perfect solution for everyone. 1. Dell Alienware AW3423DW. The best gaming monitor we've tested is the Dell Alienware AW3423DW. It's an excellent ultra-wide gaming monitor that doesn't have the highest resolution or refresh rate compared to other monitors. However, it's known for its incredible motion handling and remarkable picture quality. It is a QD-OLED display, so it combines the perfect black levels of OLEDs with a wide range of colors of quantum dot displays. Content looks amazing in dark rooms, and colors look vivid in HDR, but there are issues when using it in a bright room as the black levels raise, so it's better to game with it in the dark. Its OLED panel provides a near instantaneous response time, resulting in an incredibly smooth motion without any blur trail behind fast-moving objects. It also has a 175 Hz refresh rate that you can achieve over a DisplayPort connection from your PC. Lastly, it natively supports G-Sync variable refresh rate technology to reduce screen tearing, which is beneficial if you have an NVIDIA graphics card and want to take full advantage of it. If you don't need the native G-Sync support, there's a FreeSync variant of this monitor known as the Dell Alienware AW3423DWF that's a bit cheaper and offers similar performance. 2. Samsung Odyssey Neo G7S32B G75. If you don't want an ultra-wide monitor or aren't a fan of QD-OLED displays, look into the Samsung Odyssey Neo G7S32B G75. While it costs about the same as the Dell Alienware AW3423DW, it's a different type of monitor, as it has a more traditional 16:9 aspect ratio with a 4K resolution, so it's a better choice for console gamers, because consoles don't support the AW3423DW's ultra-wide aspect ratio. It doesn't deliver the same perfect black levels as the Dell, but instead has mini-LED backlighting that lets highlights get brighter in HDR, and it has a decent local dimming feature. In terms of its gaming performance, it's excellent thanks to its 165 Hz refresh rate and fast response time across its entire refresh rate range. It also features Pbmiiprx 2.1 bandwidth that lets you take full advantage of the PS5 and Xbox Series X, as you can play 4K games up to 120 FPS on it. If you want a higher-end 4K monitor with a 240 Hz refresh rate, the Samsung Odyssey Neo G8S32B G85 offers that, but considering it costs more than the Dell, it's better to go for the Dell for the best performance, and the Neo G7 if you want to save a bit of money. 3. Gigabyte M32U. If you aren't willing to spend an arm and a leg on your next gaming monitor, but still want excellent performance, check out the Gigabyte M32U instead. It has the same 32-inch, 4K screen as the Samsung Odyssey Neo G7S32B G75, with the main difference being that it doesn't feature mini-LED backlighting. It means it doesn't have the same excellent picture quality, especially for darkroom gaming or HDR, but it has a different panel type with wider viewing angles, making it the better choice for co-op gaming. It has the same Pbmiiprx 2.1 bandwidth for console gaming, and even if you game from a PC, it's excellent thanks to its low input lag for a responsive feel, flicker-free backlight, and fast response time across its entire refresh rate range. It also has native FreeSync VRR support, and if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, it's G-Sync compatible. It's good in well-lit rooms as it has very good peak brightness and decent reflection handling. If you find the 32-inch screen size too big, there's a smaller version, the Gigabyte M28U, that you can get for cheaper but has worse ergonomics and doesn't get as bright. 4. Gigabyte M27Q X. If you don't need something for console gaming and prefer an option in the lower mid-range price category for PC gaming, then the Gigabyte M27Q X is a great choice. It's a different type of monitor from the Gigabyte M32U because it has a lower 1440p resolution, so images aren't as sharp, but it has a higher 240Hz refresh rate, which is ideal for competitive PC gaming. It lets you play games at a high frame rate with ease, and it has native FreeSync VRR support with G-Sync compatibility to reduce screen tearing. Its response time is fantastic at its max refresh rate and remains quick even with lower frame rate signals. It also has a backlight strobing feature that works at the same time as the VRR feature, which isn't something all monitors can do, and it works across a wide refresh rate range. Gaming feels responsive thanks to its low input lag too. It also has a few extra features to improve your gaming experience, like various overlay and crosshair features and an eagle eye mode that zooms into a part of the screen so that you can see your game better, but that limits the refresh rate to 165 Hz. 5. ViewSonic XG2431. If you're on a budget, there are plenty of options. You'll have to sacrifice a few features, but you can still get something with impressive gaming performance, like the ViewSonic XG2431. It has a lower resolution than the Gigabyte M27Q X and a smaller screen, so it doesn't deliver the same immersive gaming experience, but it has the same 240Hz refresh rate. Combined with its lower resolution, it's easier for your graphics card to reach its maximum refresh rate as it requires less bandwidth and isn't as taxing on your card. While images aren't as sharp as on the Gigabyte either, the image clarity is still decent enough to see details in your games. The high refresh rate helps provide an extremely fast response time, and it has low input lag for a responsive feel. It also has an optional backlight strobing feature to reduce persistence blur, and unlike many monitors, you can control the flicker of it to your liking. Even though it's a budget-friendly monitor, it still has a few extra features, like a black stabilizer that adjusts the gamma so that you see opponents easier in games, giving you a competitive advantage. 6. If you need a basic monitor for gaming that doesn't cost much, consider the Acer Nitro XF243Y Pbmiiprx. It has a 1080p resolution and 24-inch screen size like the ViewSonic XG2431, but with a lower 165 Hz refresh rate. This monitor is better for casual gamers who don't play games at a high frame rate, or if you're getting into PC gaming for the first time. While its motion handling isn't as good as on the ViewSonic either, it still has an excellent response time at its max refresh rate, and it's great at 120 Hz too. However, there's ghosting with 60 Hz objects when you have VRR enabled, so if you're playing games at a high-low frame, it's better to disable VRR for better motion handling. It has native FreeSync support like the ViewSonic, and it's also G-Sync compatible if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. It is a backlight strobing feature that isn't as customizable as that on the ViewSonic, and if you prefer not to use it, the backlight remains flicker-free, which helps reduce eye strain during long gaming sessions. Its input lag is also low, no matter the frame rate of your game.